Hello, everybody. My name is Marisa Maggio Harrelson, and I'm here with the famous, I will say famous, Joanne Shear Parkin, who is a registered dietitian. She's a master nutritionist. She's a diabetes educator. She really is a trendsetter when it comes to health and wellness, and also in the whole field of being a dietitian as well as a nutritionist. She is actually a former head chief dietitian at a heart hospital. And then she's also a wonderful LifeVantage consultant. These products that we have with LifeVantage that activate and supplement our systems is just extraordinary. And today, and I'm going to call her a trendsetter because she is, and she's an author. And just, I've learned so much from her about our biology and what our bodies can do. And today we're going to talk about something that you may or may not know a lot about, but micronutrients, and actually micronutrient deficiency, the hidden hunger, and what that can do to your health, which is terrible. And you can see now, you know what, Joanne? I
Yes.
think of children that are malnutrition. That's a perfect example of micronutrient deficiency. But even those of us that look healthy can be micronutrient deficient. So let's talk a little bit about that and what we can do to educate people and how they can change that story in their life.
That's right. Okay, so thank you, Marisa, for inviting me on. And yes, micronutrient deficiency is way more common than people realize. Well, first of all, we just have to look at food surveys conducted by the United States Department of Agriculture, and they've identified, at least 10 critical shortfall nutrients that Americans are consuming sometimes at less than half of what we really need. Everything, magnesium, choline, fiber, vitamins A, D, C, E, and then iron for premenopausal women, calcium and B12 for older adults, and it goes on and on. And so what happens when we're not consuming enough micronutrients, I love what you said about the hidden hunger, because that's really exactly what it is. We are, overly fed in many cases in terms of our calories and our food intake, but we are starving for micronutrients, and really, truly is what's going on. Especially our food supply is not as nutrient dense as it used to be because of our soils and the modern farming methods. That's one thing. Processing of foods that now, we go to the grocery store, just think about the loss of nutrients from the time it's picked to the grocery store. By the time it gets to your table, sits in your refrigerator, and then you cook it, and more nutrients are lost. So really, we are talking about really jeopardizing our health with not getting enough micronutrients. And, so interesting, Marisa, years ago when I was a young newbie dietitian, I was taught in school that, you just eat your healthy diet and you'll get all the nutrients and micronutrients you need. Boy, has the science changed on that one, and how no, maybe once upon a time at the turn of the century, that might be true, but no longer in our modern lifestyle. No.
You bring up a perfect point. Yesterday, I returned a carton of raspberries that I had just gotten the day before at Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. But it happens at Whole Foods. It happens everywhere. And they were molded within a day. And they're organic. And so I took them back, and he goes, do you want anything else in the store? I said, not right now. I don't have time, but I'll just go get another carton of raspberries. So I got them. I was getting ready to put them in my yogurt this morning, and they're already starting to mold.
Yeah. So how long have they been? Yes. So, it's just kind of a little bit of a sad state of affairs of just how we are dependent on this massive food production and systems. And we do need to make up with the loss of the micronutrients. There's no doubt about it.
So let's talk about these amazing formulated Rise AM and Reset PM, and why there's one in the morning we take and one in the evening that we take. Why not take it all at one time?
Yes. Okay, I'll talk about that, Marisa, because I've been studying these nutrients and these formulations and trying to really, understand what makes them so unique and different from what you get off the shelf. Because, most of those one pill a day vitamins that you get, I don't really, once you get through today, you're going to understand that those are probably not doing a whole lot for you. Those are designed, those are low quality products. They're not really designed with your biology in mind. And what we know, let's see, those were designed like 40 years ago. So what we have are formulations of these nutrients that are the right nutrients, the right amounts, and at the right time. And I'm going to go into a little more depth on those. See, why is my slides not advancing? Okay.
Hit your space bar. Sometimes that happens with Zoom. It happens with my computer. Just hit your space bar on your computer and it may go to the next slide.
Okay,
Yep.
got it. Okay. So here's the genius behind our micronutrient formulations. This is Dr. Alexander Michaels. He's a molecular biologist and probably one of the world's leading specialists in micronutrient formulations. And he's the communications officer and clinical research coordinator with the Linus Pauling Institute. So, this is why we have right nutrients and right amounts and right times. It's just like this brilliant mind behind these formulations. And why that particular TimeWise delivery system? And of course, we have trademarked that particular concept with our micronutrients. And first of all, if you have two formulations, the Rise AM and the Rise PM on the micronutrients. And why? Two different formulas, one in the morning and one at night. Well, because that is designed to work with our circadian rhythms. Now, this is really interesting because, Marisa, if you have been attending, and if anybody's been attending some of my continuing education webinars, know that I've been talking about eating in sync with your circadian rhythms for years now.
Wow, that's really interesting. This is a fascinating slide.
It's like telling, advising people to stop eating at 6 p.m. so that you're in a rest, you're working with your light dark cycles and your circadian rhythms, and you want to stop eating so that your body can do all that processing, and then to wait until 12 to 14 hours to start eating again to work in sync and eat in sync with your circadian rhythm. So when I found out that these were formulated in sync with your circadian rhythms, I'm like, well, that's a no-brainer. That makes sense to me. Now, what's really exciting too is that the nutrients in here are what I call in bioidentical and bioavailable forms. This is in the forms that your body can actually utilize. Example is phosphatidylcholine. That means that is a form of choline that your body can uptake and utilize. Minerals are chelated because minerals are tough to absorb. But if they're chelated and they add another amino acid to them, that makes them more bioavailable and absorbed. And then we also have the B vitamins of the B12 and the folic acid in the methylated form. So this is safe and effective for those with those MTHFR gene variants. They need methylated B vitamins. And so you're not going to get that if you go get your vitamins off the shelf at your drugstore. This is going to be tough to find a vitamin on the down at your drugstore that's methylated. See, most people that have those gene variants don't know they have them. I was just diagnosed with those myself just a couple months ago. Here I'm 73. I've had these gene variants my whole life. And I needed these methylated B vitamins. So thankfully, I've known that, and I've been taking them. So that's the right nutrients. But now what about the right time? Not only are they designed kind of, we're talking about with your, sync with your circadian rhythms. Yeah, there's a reason too why they're also divided into two different times, is that, some nutrients compete with others. So you don't want to put the competitive nutrients with some of the formulation in here, right? Because they'll compete, inhibit absorption, and because they're trying to attach to same receptors. Some are better absorbed when taken at multiple times a day, like the chromium. There's some, you take some chromium in the morning and you take some at night. Now, there's a lot of B vitamins in the AM formula because the B vitamins in the AM formula are there because they're designed to help with energy production, right? So you want your B vitamins mostly in the morning. Then your PM nutrients are for relaxation, right? So kind of a genius in that concept again, thinking about right times, working with your circadian rhythms. And this is the next couple slides. These are the nutrients that you're going to find in the AM formula. And as you notice this over here in the dietary value, Marisa, that they're not just like 100% down the line, right?
Right.
There's a genius and a science behind why there's the specific amounts of all of these nutrients so that they are not competing with each other. You got the right amounts at the right time, right? So there's a really important reason why. And then you will look here on this page 2. This is a continuation of, I think, the 24 nutrients. Is it 24, 21? Maybe in this with the PM formula, there's total 24, I believe. We have an adaptogen. We have some ginseng in the morning that's added to this as well. Again, that is to get you up and going and energized in the morning. I think it's really kind of, it's genius. The more I think about this and read about this and how these are formulated. Now, this is the Reset PM formula. And you're going to find that these are designed and these are to help you with kind of calming down at night. We don't want to energize you when you're getting ready to go. You want to be taking those B vitamins when you're ready to go to bed. And then there's this proprietary blend of calming herbs. L-theanine, chamomile, passion flower extract. And I have found since I've added this to my regime is that my sleep is so much deeper, that deep REM sleep, so that I don't need as much sleep. I used to need I needed my 8 hours to really feel great. Now, 7 hours, sometimes 6.5, 6, I can still feel energized during the day because
I noticed that too, Joanne, is that, when I go to sleep, I've always been a good sleeper, but I feel like I'm going deeper and my dreams have gotten more vivid. And my husband, we keep this by the bed and he always takes his. I don't really have to tell him, which is really great because I know it's important for him to have good sleep as well, because he has definitely struggled with some sleep issues.
Great news. And so many people struggle with their sleep. And I really too want to encourage people is to really hang in there and give this a good trial, not just take it once and go, well, that didn't work, because the benefits are cumulative. Listen, you're trying to work with those circadian rhythms and trying to get your body reset. That's what it's called, Reset PM. You're trying to do that. So it's going to take weeks maybe to really get the full benefit of these. So got to hang in there, right? With these.
Yep. Hang in there. Yeah.
Hang in there.
It takes a lifetime to get where you are,
Yeah, that's right. Now, what's really exciting is that our company did, we're talking about the results, right? Two of us, and how much we just feel a benefit from these micronutrients. But our company did a 90-day in-house consumer trial. And interesting that what we're talking about, Marisa, is what a lot of the participants reported. Look at that increase in physical and mental energy, alertness, mood. Look at that ability to relax, improve stress relief at night. And I love this one. 43% increase in waking refreshed in the morning.
It's probably why I get up. My husband's like, wow, you get up so early. And I do. I get up usually pretty soon, sometimes before sunrise, but usually a little bit after. And then I get up and do my morning routine, my meditation, and all of that beautiful stuff.
I know. I woke up at 4:45 this morning feeling very refreshed.
We should have called each other.
Yeah, on the pickleball court by 6. So
yeah,
I'm
look
still
at you.
Going. Yeah. Okay. So some of the reports again, just some of the product testimonials, which are just pretty amazing, right? About just like what we're talking about, just how great people feel when they're on these products. Now I'm going to end with this, and that is, we are the activation company. And you got your Protandim NRF2 there?
I got all three of them
Got
here.
3 of them there. Okay, good, Marisa. Thank you for helping me out with that. Okay, so LifeVantage here, we've been the activation company, and that's how we started. We started with this concept of activation in 2005, when Dr. Joe McCord published the first study on Protandim NRF2, showing that this formulation would affect gene expression and activate our survival genes and help to slow down aging. And then as the years have gone on, our company has added 2 other activation products, an NRF1 activator for our mitochondria, our energy factories, and then an NAD activator to activate production of powerful anti-aging genes called sirtuins, right? So the scientists of our company know that all of these complex, complicated anti-aging pathways, these activation pathways, that they require micronutrients at every step of the process, right? So their question was, what would happen if we would study the effect of gene expression in combining the micronutrients with the activators, right? Putting them together. Yep. Would we get an extra gene expression of those potent, powerful survival genes? So the answer is, drum roll,
yay!
yes.
Boom. Wow, look at that.
That is exactly what they found in their studies. So this over here is Protandim Synergizer alone increases this gene expression of glutathione, right? But look what happens when you add the Rise AM and Reset PM to Protandim NRF2. You get another 67%, a significant amount increase in expression. This one, they combine the dual synergizer, NRF1 and NRF2, with the micronutrients. And they measured the catalase gene expression. That was 17.2% increase. And then the last one, they combined all 3, the tri-synergizers with the micronutrients, and look at the sirtuin activity, another 68%. So what this tells me is that both activation and supplementation of micronutrients, both are important for your overall health and wellness, to feel better, more energy, look great. I mean, all of that in slowing down aging, because, I'm going to be 74 here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm all about, slowing down aging and about health span and living healthy, not just living long, but having good health. And I think we all want that, don't we? And so that's what I think the take-home message that I feel from with the activators and then the micronutrient supplements is that we really need to do both. And you need to do, take the best of the best that's out there. And that we have the science to validate it. It's all very exciting. So with that, I don't know, Marisa, do you have any more questions for me? I mean, I think we kind of covered this in a lot of information here in a short time. Anything else that you think?
I just love this. This is all just intelligent aging, and you are not slowing down. You're almost 74 and you are such an inspiration. You do so much for everybody in educating and also activating your own body, and you and your husband I just really feel honored to know both of you and to have enjoyed doing a lot of fun things in life with you all.
And we have best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. And these products are really, we need to supplement and activate, and people need to understand what activation is. They don't. They hear supplementation, but they don't understand activating the pathways, and that's a different deal. And these two work together through supplementation and activation to create a better synergy in the body to feel better, do more, and have more vitality. So thank you, Joanne, so much.
Thank you for having me on, and have a great day, and bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.